Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a little bit different combination than I usually do. Instead of stacking the 12 days of autumn scrap lifts with my load prompt, I'm actually going to do my load prompt with the birthday sketch number 3. And this is the sketch. The challenge at Load is to scrap about something you're passionate about and also to make it look something like a Joni Mitchell album cover. And there were a couple of examples. I'm not going to be doing exactly what she did, but she does have her face on most of her album covers, and her covers in general are kind of understated and not overly embellished, so you know that's going to be a challenge for me. I have a sticker sheet here with some kind of self-affirming sorts of things. We'll see what I end up feeling like using. Let me put this aside at the moment. And I'm going to do this mixed media part that basically is going to go all along here. And I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way with packaging. And I'm going to use speckled egg, which is a blue aqua-ish blue that is about the same tone as this peachy pink. So it should complement it nicely. And it's not overly bright. And I don't want it to be terribly wet. Okay. I think I've got that done, and it's kind of a grayish, lightish sort of color, and that's exactly what I'm going for. I will do one thing. I think I'm going to, I want this, the photo to contrast with the white background. So I'm gonna just ink the edges of the photo there. It's a very subtle look. Doesn't there's not a lot of contrast, but it should help a little bit. And I normally would put this on foam, but I'm not going to because I want it to go all the way up to the edge here. Now this is gonna go right on top. Let me make sure that's as dry as it can be. None of it's coming off on the paper, so it feels dry. Now it's still cool, so I know there's a little left there. I'm just going to run this across, and this piece of paper is longer than this is. So I'm going to let it fall short over here where, okay, I can see that I'm not getting a a good adherence, and it's because it's wet. Once it gets in the album, it's not going to matter. But I don't want, if I can avoid little ripply openings there, then I'll do it. Okay, so you see how that kind of contrasts? I think that looks nice, and I'm gonna make sure this goes so that neither of those corners shows. And that's going to be tricky because they want to show. Those corners want to show. So what I'm going to do is clip the little corners off. And hopefully that helps. Yeah. This is a photo of me filtered in a way that's meant to look like it's filtered. So it's not, I don't want it to look realistic at all. So that's kind of where that's coming from. The title I want to use is Chase Your Dreams, and it's intentionally in the same color as this background. I chose this background paper, this peachy paper, based on that title. I've got this piece of ephemera that says you can do anything. And I have this, this said Home Sweet Home, and that's not really what this is about. But I do have, I can do this. And then I have a smaller, I'm going to actually do it under that. I'm going to do it like this. And then I will put this up on foam. And I'll have some fairly personal journaling that will go with this. But for now, I'm just kind of going for the is this appropriate? I don't think so, but I could kind of do the same thing that I did with that one, which is just to cut into the sticker and then fussy cut around. These flowers are a very different style from the ones in the ephemera, so I don't want to use them together on the same page on this page. If I were putting lots of embellishments, I can mix and match styles all over the place because there's always something that reflects the other style, you know, kind of right up next to. Okay, so this is just gonna add another circle there. I have this butterfly that I kind of thought I was gonna put in the circle here. It has some kind of blues and greens, but it's outlined in a peachy pink. So That's kind of how it got picked. And I think I may there is a kind of up under here, there is like a border strip, and I'm not gonna pick this flowered one. I'm actually gonna pick the one that is colored very close to the same as the paper I'm putting it on. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna make it look like I stitched it on. Okay, that's very subtle, and I'm getting ready to add the contrast right now. And it's going to be this stitching, and I only need, let's see, I think I want this part of it going up to about right here. And I'm going to try to do it so that it overlaps both. So it really does look like it's stitched on. That's not going to be possible, but I can do it so that it's on the sticker and not so much the background. So we'll see how that works. And if it's crooked, or if I didn't get the line straight, that just kind of adds to the imperfection of it, which is okay given the kind of the look I'm trying to go for. I'm not happy with this right here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Okay, that works there. This will flatten when it dries. I did not use special cardstock for that. It's just fairly lightweight. Textured cardstock, it's cheap cardstock, but it doesn't matter. That wasn't terribly wet. It's not enough to, you know, severely ruin it. I think I'm going to do, let me look at where the title is. The title is coming right up to there. Let me just kind of lay that down, and I'm going to try, because I would like everything to be down here. Now, the thing I'm passionate about, my story is that even at my age and in my circumstance, where I've kind of spent a lot of time, necessary time. Okay, it's not going to fit there, so I'll have it come over here. It's that even at my age and, oh, excuse me, and given my circumstances, I can still have dreams and I can still chase them. And I have a couple that are kind of in the works. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And I love that that is just, it just like is a raised version of the same. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's not, I'm not sick, and that's not a bad sneeze. Okay, very understated, I guess, and still somewhat whimsical in the let me see if I could use that bow to hide the uncomfortable edge there. That's not, I can hide the, because I have the butterfly there, I don't want to kind of junk that up with too much. So I'm going to look for something circular, and I don't think there's anything on here. So I'm going to place this back in the in my scrap backwards kit, and let me see what requirements I have. Circle, stitching, butterfly, flowers, and about me. So far all of those have been met. I have a whole slew of elements, from Pink Fresh, including, this is from the same collection, and it's got this little, let me see. These are chipboard frames and stuff. There's a thing that says, keep going. Nope, not liking how that hits right there. So that gets a no. Let's see this first thing that I saw. That may be too many interlocking circles. So there's a peach and a strawberry. I don't know if those have any relevance to any of this. The other circles on here are open, so that's not gonna have anything. Anything there or here. There's a little thing that says let it go, and another thing that says here and now, and neither of them will cover it entirely. But maybe together they would. No, that's not gonna. This is a dilemma, and it shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, let's continue. There's the word smile, but it's kind of in the wrong color, but it could work. It may be the right size. Almost. That's the closest we've come yet. Let's see what we have here. There's a heart and a peach and a do what feels right. Let's see if the do what feels right works. No. I could have told that. This love you would probably work, but I don't want the page to say that. Here's something that's kind of in the right color family and might work. If need be, I could maybe even cut a circle. I could do this. This says these days are special. And I can find a heart. I need my overlapping hearts. And so I'm going to take a couple of the large ones of these. I hadn't even opened these. These are from the Minus Scrap Kit that I'm getting ready to load into my Scrap Backwards kit. And let me get a slightly smaller one to go right there. Hopefully that doesn't look too patchworky, you know, like it is, which is exactly what it is. It's covering up what was basically a mistake. I didn't think I would object to how that looks quite as much as I do. And it may have been one of those things that I could have left as it was. I wonder if I need that. I do not. Let me put it back with the other stitches. And I'm going to leave it at this. I don't know if that looks like an album cover, but it's as close as I'm going to get tonight. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later today with the day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas of autumn scrap lifts. And because it's the 8th, you know I'm going to be doing a John page. And I didn't, I knew that that one was going to be the John page, so I didn't make this one a John page. I guess I could have done two. Okay. I think there's nothing else I need on here. I'm going to leave it at that and say that I have everything on here that I need. I thank you again for watching. Bye.